That's a tough one. When I think of the words, every life is beautiful, I think a lot of times people think of obviously a long life that's full. Back in 2000, my wife and I were living in inner city Los Angeles, working with kids out there, and we had our firstborn son named Josiah, and he had this imagination that looked at life and made everything just, I know it sounds so cliche, but just really come alive. Like he never had just clothes. It was always his Spider-Man outfit or his Tony Hawk outfit, even though it might have just been t-shirt and shorts. And when he was 4, life was good. And right before Thanksgiving, found out that he had a brain tumor and was diagnosed with a 5% chance to survival rate. He actually, at 5 years old, kind of became the teacher in this picture of life, even though there was a part of him physically that you would say is broken or that was literally taking his life. He was more full of life, I think, than most people, with his contagious smile, with his innocence, with his heart for God, with his heart for generosity. He was always an encourager, and I just learned so much from my son. And we ended up losing him in December, 13 months after he was diagnosed. I had a friend ask me at his funeral, said, "What are you going to do now? How are you guys going to make it? What's going to happen?" And my response was, not what are we going to do now? My response is, what if we'd have never had him? I wouldn't trade his life, the 5 years, the almost 6 years that I had that child in my life. It's totally worth it. He's so precious. It's just, we'll see, okay, that was Josiah right there, just a look or a word or something, and you catch glimpses of that. You say, I would never have that if we hadn't had Josiah, you know? My name's Dan, and one of the producers on October Baby, but probably more well known as Josiah's dad. And having him only for 5 years wasn't a long life, but what a life it was. And because of him, I'm convinced and absolutely know that every life is beautiful.